literally, well, like the youngins need to know that my makeup doesn't, we need lip liner. I'm not that old.
You always look flawless. Like I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Look at my lips. I look like an old person that's like, I love the year 2000 was my year for makeup. I just couldn't find my darker lip liner. So here we are getting into it. Hey guys, I'm Ashley. This is Megan. And today we're talking Pretty Little Liars Original Sin episodes 6 and 7?
6 and 7. Yes.
6 and 7. I just have 2 words, okay? Because this is when I screamed. Radley Sanitarium.
Yes.
I was
love the throwback.
We love a throwback.
I love the throwback. I love that they went to Rosewood. I love that they had I love Radley. I loved Eddie Lamb. I loved all of it.
Did you love Eddie Lamb though? Did you?
I was like, whoa, okay, either Eddie like seriously aged or they totally recasted Eddie Lamb, which honestly is not even fair to the OG Eddie Lamb. And then I had to Google Eddie Lamb, and I was like, not the same person.
They totally could have kept the same guy. Maybe he wasn't available. Maybe he just couldn't do it.
You think they would have cast someone at least 20 years younger? Like this Eddie Lamb has seen things. I don't think if we take the Rosewood universe and this Millwood universe, I feel like it's not that far apart in years.
And I just have to say, okay, getting into like the theories, like I don't think that we're in present day anymore. Like they keep saying, like they keep flashing the sign present day, but I don't feel like this takes place in current times because like the cars that we see are all like old school and it gives me that PLL vibe or whatever. But there was a couple of things that I was just like, are we in 2022? It just
we have to be because so much of what their moms went through was around the Y2K.
Yeah, you're right.
Then
okay.
And then I guess that would make sense. But I see what you're saying. However, I do think that is a directorial decision because I know Roberto, who also directed Riverdale, same sort of vibe. Because with Riverdale, we could never understand whether it was in the present day, if it was back in the day with the old school jackets, and same theme is going on with this. And I think it's just a director decision. And I think it's like his way of being artsy when it's really like, whoa, bro, are we in the 90s, the 80s? Like, where are we at? I don't know.
Yeah, there was so much of that in these couple of episodes, like the Letterman jackets, like you mentioned. I was like,
and also, was Rosewood always the Sharks?
I'm glad we're touching upon this because we just since it's been so long since we watched these episodes, which we can say we've just had, I'm glad that we're getting to episode 6 and 7. Thank you guys for being patient with us, but we're finally getting it up.
I know.
Megan's moving, but we're here. Okay. And we're going to get the next episodes up a lot.
They'll be faster. Yeah. This was just
faster.
Crazy.
Plumbing issues, a lot going on, but here we are.
A is attacking my new apartment.
A is attacking
all the things. I'm like, yeah.
Hopefully he didn't bring his knife or he.
God, this A is scary. This A is so scary. But no, I just feel like Rosewood, their colors were never blue. I was just confused.
Were they blue or were they red? Because I remember seeing the red jackets and the blue jackets.
So, Millwood. Am I saying that right? Is it
Millwood?
Millwood was red, but I always thought Rosewood
was red. Yeah, same.
Maybe they just changed it.
They had this
went through a rebrand.
They went through a rebranding, especially with that run-in at the carnival when they were like, "Oh, Rosewood, you've never won," or Millwood, you've never won a game. I was just like, "Stop! Can we stop?"
I know. And also, why do these towns always have fun things? There's carnivals and Halloween parties. I'm like, I want to go here.
I know. Our closest fair in LA was 50 minutes away from where. We need to work on this.
And now that I'm in North Carolina, the fairs are a big thing.
Closer.
Yeah, it's closer for sure. Okay, so let's dive into. Let's just talk about Radley first and that whole thing. So I loved that they kept the whole insane asylum, and then how it turned
Totally.
into a hotel, because that all happened in Pretty Little Liars, and it was and the fact that Eddie Lamb was a like resident of the sanitarium, and then now like the maintenance or now like I forget what they called it, but now
Yeah,
he works for the hotel, and he's just been around and seen so much. I love the angle of Angela's mom, Rose
Yes.
Waters, being crazy.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
fact that she went and attacked like a group of guys, I think was super telling that the mom wasn't attacking the girls, and that the girls signed in to essentially see Angela's mom in rehab. So what were your thoughts on all that?
So what threw me, first of all, me trying to screenshot the like book, because I was like, we all know PLL. There's no coincidences. So I was trying to read through like every single thing, but the girls mentioned that there were 6 signatures. Now, like, we're assuming the 6th signature is A. Is that what we're thinking?
Either A or whoever, or Kelly and Karen's mom.
Interesting take. I've been doing some like watching of other videos, other PLL review videos, and someone mentioned kind of on the same like feel of one of your theories that I want to say that you said that Angela had a sibling. I feel like you said that. So in one of A's, like A has like a little not a sauna, not a sanctuary. What am I thinking? Like a little lair? Like a shrine, like a little lair. Yes. He had it in Imogen's basement, and like it flashed and it showed all the stuff on his board. And one of them has like a pair of siblings, basically. And that would kind of go into Angela having a sibling. And what if it was like what if it was Angela's sibling visiting his mom? You know, that's the 6th signature.
That maybe Angela's brother is Steve, the guy, that whole kidnapping story, the creepy guy that tried to.
I love that. That guy, by the way, that guy. Can you calm down? Can you like down. He's everywhere. He is everywhere.
But okay, we need to dive into that. I don't know if we're ready to make the jump, but while I
think we are. Okay.
Steve, I'm a little confused by his story. So basically, let's recap. So basically, Minnie was trying to find these parents who had lost children online, and like,
what is that for her? Like, why is she doing? Is she trying to find comfort herself? Like,
I don't know, because then come to find out, Minnie wasn't actually kidnapped. She was close to being kidnapped, but it's like, okay, I understand that's a really scary and traumatizing experience, but they're acting like she was actually taken. And I'm like, oh my God.
Tell me you've never been a mom without telling me you've never been.
I'm like, she's fine. Like
she's totally okay. Like some stranger held her arm and was like, here, take this cotton candy. She almost walked away, but she didn't.
And the mom is like acting like she actually like went missing and was attending all these meetings. It's like, calm down.
Yeah, like why is the mom still going to these meetings? Like maybe you find comfort in knowing that it didn't happen to her. I don't know. It's weird to me. That's all weird to me.
Also, there was still a missing poster. Like,
yes, I was thinking the same thing.
There was still a missing poster. So it's like, where did that come from? Also, another tidbit of information, I hated the fact that Minnie sent her mom the text message under unknown because we thought it was from A. And then Minnie was like,
I totally forgot about that.
Like, can you tell me the truth? And on that.
Okay, yeah. I'll let you grasp your train of thought because I don't want you to like forget it, because the further we stray, the less likely you are to remember.
It was something about, I didn't like the fact that Minnie, it was something about the mom. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay,
you might remember it, but there were. Okay, so that's one weird thing about Minnie, that she sent that unknown text. And another thing to me was when she was talking to, I keep wanting to call him Ace, but his name is Ash. Okay. Ace. Yeah. She was talking to Ash, and she said, like, Ash was like, do you want to come to the carnival with me? At some point she said, my moms aren't too happy with me because I came home late on Halloween. Do we know that Minnie was late on Halloween? Did we know that? Like,
Well,
what was she doing?
No, but didn't the girls all sleep over? Or did they come back the next morning because
and to help clean? I'm not sure.
Cleaning.
I just don't remember Minnie like later on in the night. Last thing I remember, like Tyler's dead.
Yeah.
I don't remember Minnie coming home late. I just thought that was weird and sketchy because I did not remember why she was home late.
That is really interesting. Oh my God, we're jumping around so
okay. I know we are.
No, you're not. But where my mind's about to go now, I'm jumping. But I just need to get it out, or I'm not.
Everybody jump.
Also, jump. Okay. Anyways, why has no one made a bigger deal about Tyler's death? I'm sorry. If I went to school with someone and he's been missing, they even like called the girls in at one point and been like, Tyler, and they're like, I don't know, maybe he just didn't show up for school. It's like, if I lived in a small town and someone didn't show up and there were like, that would be big news. And everyone's acting like it didn't happen. Well, now they know because they saw the text message at the end. But
I mean, we didn't get much of like the conclusion of that, but basically the sheriff was just like, when Tabby was at the sheriff's office, he was like, have you seen Tyler? And she was like, no, we're not really friends. And he was like, I heard you got into a scuffle with, or like a little tiff with him that night. And she was like, he was
there and like he was
acting a fool. So
yeah. Okay. I remember what I was going to say. I'm so sorry. And listeners,
no, I love this jump around.
No, and the other thing that was super sketchy was Minnie's mom, when they were having that confrontation at the carnival, she was like, listen, I needed money. I was in a pinch, so I got a donor. And then Minnie was like, so my biological father was trying to take me. That's not kidnapping. Yeah. I mean, isn't Minnie's mom a kidnapper? Because essentially, if it was done under the table, Minnie's mom was only the surrogate. She was supposed to give the baby up and then maybe never did.
Okay, go ahead.
So that to me is like, well, no, then you kidnap the kid.
Yeah, but I also think that is not very common, but like it's probably hard to let a baby go when it's probably like so many people probably change their mind about adoption and stuff once they give birth. Which also makes me think of Imogen's situation with the adoption. But I can see how Minnie's mom would have a hard time giving her up. But maybe like an open situation. I don't know.
So that part confused me. And still the missing poster that we've seen still doesn't make sense. Because even if she was missing, then
it would be her younger, and based in the poster was her like in the current stage, which I also feel bad about Minnie's like mom situation, because one of her moms is like really kind of like sad that she's not getting like the attention like I'd be sad that I wasn't getting enough attention in the relationship, and she's just like, can we let this go, can we move on? And then her other mom's like, nope, I'm leaving. So
I know. It's definitely stressful. But also there was some big news with Angela and Minnie's mom in the House of Mirrors. I know.
I like that they're going through and showing us all of the moms and how they had interactions with Angela and kind of did all this like really awful stuff to Angela, like the tattoo, the House of Mirrors, like girl.
Yeah. And Imogen's mom was so mean.
So mean. Wait, hold on. Refresh my memory about what Imogen's mom did.
Imogen's mom walked up on the two girls, Angela and Minnie.
Oh my God, yes.
And was like, didn't we hear him after me? Or like, you're not going to hit on me next.
Yeah, like I'm so hot. Like, relax. And I think that someone at some point said, oh, Imogen's mom was the nicest to her. I'm not seeing that. I'm not
seeing that either. Yeah, no. Not at all. Imogen's mom reminds me of an Allison.
100%. 100%. That's really accurate. That's really accurate.
And I mean, she was nice towards the end, but
yeah.
I don't know. There was also that creepy character when they went to
the Psycho Joe or something.
Like the train guy.
It was also weird. Okay, it was like, all weird.
And also, Imogen, stop showing off your money. Like, first of all, you got that money to save your home, and now you're like,
you're trying to pay the mortgage.
here, Radley Sanitarium, I'm just going to pay my way to Eddie Lamb. And then she's like, here, tell me more about Angela Waters and Rose.
Yeah, which now that we're talking about it, I almost wonder, no, he's not lying because, well, they showed flashbacks and he said, like, oh, I was in love with Angela, but like she got stolen away from me. I just feel like he was very money motivated. So, like, at the end, he was like, where's my money? So it may, like, I just had a thought of like, what if he saw a poster or something and he was making this up? But they showed flashbacks, so maybe that's not really accurate.
Wait, this always happens. Before we get on, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? And then I can't stop talking.
I know.
Wait, I have a theory.
I love it.
What if Rosewood was named after Rose Waters?
Megan, I'm going to take this reflector. I'm going to smack the camera because that is amazing.
Like, because Radley is in Rosewood. How do we know how long Rosewood has been Rosewood?
Rose.
Like, they wouldn't make her name Rose and then have Radley in Rosewood. It's not a coincidence.
Literally.
It's not.
I can't. No, but that was so good. That was
girl. I'm just over here coming up with theories. Like,
you're like, I don't know what we're gonna talk about today, and she comes out with the theory of the freaking century. Why this would be? Why it would be named after I have zero.
Like, I have no other process
why
from that, but that's what I'm going with.
Why it would be named after a woman in an insane asylum that went on a stabbing rampage? Zero clue. Okay, we're cutting the laughter. We're cutting it.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay, but I just have to like really, really quickly, and we're jumping around again.
It's fine. I love it. Jump around.
I feel like maybe someone didn't notice this the way I did, but like I feel like there has to be one PLL fan out there that just picked up on this. When they came into Radley Sanitarium, and tell me if you noticed this, I pulled up his picture before we started because I was so like shocked by this. The front desk boy sounded identical to Lucas. Like, it was so spot on. And let me show you his picture. Okay, they don't look alike. They look alike. They kind of look alike. But okay, like, I don't want to play the sound because of you can't see it at all. Okay, no, but you get who I'm talking about. And he sounded identical to Lucas. And it could just be a coincidence. But again, in the PLL world, nothing is coincidence. And I just think that that's like, if it was my job to cast PLL, like, I would be so familiar with the character. Well, I guess it might be a different casting director. I just thought that they sounded so much alike. Like,
and he definitely, now that you say that, gives me Lucas vibes. The mannerisms, the way
exactly.
Yes, 100%. Also, while we were back in Rosewood, that coffee shop I was waiting for Ezra to pop out.
The bookstore was called Ezra's Books.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, this is the coffee shop. I was like, yes. This is the bookstore.
Wait, were they going to open a bookstore? I know, like, obviously Ezra was a teacher and like loved writing.
I think towards the end, like, I think Ezra did open the bookstore. I remember him owning a coffee shop / bookstore. So that is the thing. And I so wanted him to pop up and be like, hey, even if it was just for a half a second to just serve Tabby her coffee, I would have been like, oh my God.
That scene where she was in the bookstore, I was like screaming. Mm-hmm. And then she like snapped into it. But I will say, I think that Tabby, like, she's been having fun. I think she's going to like, I know the whole blood drive thing, which we can like get into, but I feel like she's like recalling memories and she might remember like eventually what happened.
Okay, no, I'm glad you brought that up because I was a little confused by that because she was about to tell the school nurse what happened to her. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh, you're having a blood drive. Does she have a sample? Like, how is she going to?
I think that they're gonna try to steal the samples, to steal the vials, is what like I'm guessing. And if the baby's DNA, Imogen's baby's DNA, that's what I'm thinking.
That's it. Because I was like, unless she had a blood sample,
yeah.
But maybe she went and got like.
I don't think so, because she like, remember they were having that conversation and she said, did you ever think about telling someone? And then like, she's like, maybe now's the time. And that's why she thought about the nurse. But unless she did go that night, but that's just not the vibe that I got.
You're right. It's not, I guess she could have gone to just get a test or a kit done and then not has said anything to anybody, but I don't know. But okay, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, and I don't want this. I don't want this. So I'm hoping.
I feel like you're going to say the same thing that I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Chip?
Yes. Exactly.
Chip?
You know what? Because one of our viewers named Sailor Moon. Love that.
Wait, Sailor Moon, I think, was a fan when we did the original one.
Really? Okay. Yeah, so they know what's going on. They know what's up. What's up, Sailor Moon? Commented, I think it may have been last week or the week before. It is so obvious that Chip, I don't want to say the words because of like video purposes. Yeah. To Tabby. And I was like, what? Really? Interesting theory. And then this episode, when Chip, do you know what I'm talking about? When he stepped in as the dad to the baby, I was like, hold up.
Yep. Went to the adoption agency with Imogen, is trying to date her. And I don't want to think that Chip was capable of that because I really like him and I really like him and Imogen together.
I know.
But also, I was just rewatching that episode before we got on here just to refresh. And he did say something about they were sitting at the carnival and Imogen was saying, or he said, would you ever? And she was like, no. And he's like, I'm always that. He goes, no, I get it. I'm always that guy. I've been in love with my best friend. I'm just the creep in the basement watching. And he said something like watching satire films or something. And I was like,
and she said, you don't get it. And he goes, oh, no, I do. Like, I do get it.
I'm like, Chip, why are you being so creepy?
Yep. And I'm like, okay, do they want us to think this way? Like, do they want us to come up with this theory? Or is this the theory? I don't know.
Right. I don't either. And also, what happened to the other guy that worked at the movie theaters? The creepy guy.
He's there. He was in episode, I can't remember if it was 6 or 7. But he was there. And I think it's weird that they look alike. I think it's weird that they look alike. Like that casting, give me some diversity here. It's weird that they chose to like
literally Greg, Chip, movie theater guy, Tyler, all the same face.
It's very weird. It's very weird. Yeah, like we get it. You guys are in different clothes. Like, there's something there.
Henry's got the blonde going on, but I'm like,
Henry's sweet.
Henry's so sweet.
Back to Chip. Back to the Chip theory.
Yes.
Another thing was that when Imogen left the baby with the attendance lady at the front office at the school, and then the baby went missing, it makes me think in my head, she didn't notice because maybe it was another student and like who was there, who was nearby Chip to help her find the baby. When she said like, oh, Mrs. So-and-so. Yeah, they did. Remember, it was in the closet and it was in the janitor's closet or something. And it had a note on it saying like, you're a bad mom with a little A note on it. Yeah.
I completely missed that part.
I know it's like we need a refresher because it's been a while, but like Chip helped Imogen find the baby once everyone already had gone to class. And it just makes me think that like, since the lady at the office didn't pick up on some, like what if A really walked in there with like his full on costume, the lady would have been like, what the hell? Who is this? You know? And she's like, oh, I didn't know this.
Definitely. Yeah. But I am on to Chip. I think that he's sketchy and I hope that it wasn't him, but who knows? Same. Unless he just really wants to play dad and it just wants to help out with Imogen.
Like that's not his biological kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. The boy in high school, he just really wants to be a dad. He's really wanting to help out.
Just wanting to
really
help out.
nice guy.
I know, just real sweetheart, real sweetheart. The other weird thing that I saw that wasn't in the episodes, but it was a theory that I saw online.
Mhm.
Imogen's Bailey Madison posted a story. Did you see this?
No,
Or posted
I
a
didn't.
photo on her Instagram, and
Okay.
it's had her script, and it said
Okay.
Imogen Able, but her last name in the show is Adams.
Adams. Yeah.
Unless it's Imogen Able Adams. I mean, but I also feel like Imogen isn't, what's it called? An anagram?
Oh, like it stands for things?
Yeah, because I feel like Imogen is a beautiful name.
Yeah.
I've just never come across it before.
You know, one of our viewers pointed it out to me. A character on Degrassi was named Imogen, and that's why I know the name. So
Okay.
the name exists. Yeah.
It exists. Okay. I
Yeah.
was just like, it's just an interesting name.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting and unique.
But if her name was Imogen Able Adams, just seems,
I wish
I
I'd
don't
seen
know.
it because I wonder if like the scene was like called like Imogen Able or
maybe it had like it as that was just a side note. That was, I just thought it was interesting, or maybe they just casting changed it. Who knows?
wait, Angela. I don't know. Like there's a lot of
Angela
A
Waters.
happening. Well, which we
A
already
lot of A happening.
a lot of
Yeah.
A. A lot of A.
Um,
What else do we want to touch upon? I wrote like notes, but
I wanted to talk about the A Kelly scene.
yes.
A is like no remorse.
Savage. Absolutely like on a rampage.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, and really was that entire scare just to get Kelly to be like, I'm Kelly, I'm Kelly, I'm
Yeah.
Kelly. You know, I don't.
Now I believe
don't know.
her. Now I believe her. Because at first we were like, meh, 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 meh. But now I'm like, all right, she's Kelly. That was very convincing.
It was. So A has officially come after Kelly,
mhm.
officially come after Noah. I feel like Tabby has had scenes, but they've all been
like dreams or whatever.
dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, A went after Minnie in the House of Mirrors.
Yes. Yes. A did. Yeah.
So we have Faran, Imogen, and Tabby, unless there's a scene I'm missing that they.
Where have we seen? Oh, okay. We've seen Imogen. Yeah, you're right.
Also, what's the whole thing with like the scar and Farron's mom? I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my
why
God.
is
First of
such a
all,
stage mom?
I absolutely love my mom, but this was just like giving me my mom.
Like, was she
Adore,
like,
love my mom.
perfect?
Literally gonna call her when I'm done with this. But she's like, Mom, why are you so upset? Like her mom was like, oh, go do this surgery so that you can look better. I was like, oh, literally my mother. But that was insane. Like that whole thing where A left her like the thing in the locker. Like,
Yeah.
why would her mom do that in the like? Is that Munchausen? Whatever.
Oh, it probably is. Yes. Like something's
Yeah.
wrong with you. Like, let me fix you. And then people will feel bad for
Totally.
you.
That
Yeah.
was crazy. And then she's like, Mom, I'm not dancing anymore. And her mom's in a wheelchair now because of that. I love that though. That scene where she put the little, like for her recital night when her mom came and read that. I was like, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. Speaking of, I know where this is going. I don't know if you're ready to jump around.
I'm ready.
Noah's inhaler.
I feel like they're trying to oddly segue her into drugs.
Yeah, literally. Like
with an inhaler?
First of all, you're a coach or you're a trainer. Are you a doctor? Can you prescribe inhalers?
What? Take this inhaler. It's going to help you. But like, unless they're trying to make her weak, unless that inhaler is going to make her worse.
Ooh, that's juicy. That's juicy.
But also, who is that trainer guy? Because he's low-key fine.
Is he though?
I think so. Like, from what I remember, I think he's kind of cute.
I didn't notice him, so he must not be that
But again,
hot.
he literally looks like every other person.
Yeah, he looks like the whole cast. But yeah, I just like the whole and Minnie's mom, not Minnie's mom, Noah's mom with the drug addiction situation. This whole episode, like, really, come on, like, get it together, get it together. But
I don't want Noah to have a drug addiction. I don't want that.
I don't
to be
either.
where this is going, because I'm like, girl, you're smarter than this. You don't.
I don't either. But I also thought it was strange that we saw, not strange, but we saw a scene where basically Noah's mom was meeting with the dealer again, and like that was kind of a given to me, like that she was already going to go down that path. So did we really need that scene? Like that kind of, I was like, I don't know what that could mean, but I feel like that was put in there for a reason. I mean, maybe it just was like telling us like she's going to give into the drugs again.
Yeah, that's true. It's just weird. Yeah, that was weird to me. I'm trying to think of who else's mom we saw a lot of this episode. I mean, Tabby's mom's just always kind of there. She said something about like,
oh my God. I was like, okay, Tabby's mom is just like the ultimate boundary crosser. But hey, I guess she also accepted Imogen into her house. But she was like, hey, Imogen, like, I know this isn't like a good time, but like, are you going to give up the baby?
Yeah.
Like, dude, low-key chill. Like,
it's like, girl, you're coming after my house and now my kid, like, relax. Like, what are you doing?
She's like, listen, you took my commission, so I'm going to ask you straight out. Like,
yeah, I know. And I don't know. There was just so much that happened in these 2 episodes. And the next episodes, I don't know whether I need to look this up. I always forget to look it up. I think they're going to release those 3 in the same day.
So that's it.
And then
this is like a 2-second season. I really wish that I wish they did episode by episode, because obviously we can watch it at our own pace, but like,
yes,
it's so jam-packed, it's hard to remember all of the details. It is. But yeah, I wish they released them one by one. But so you check on that. What else did we want to talk about? I also thought it was strange that not strange, but like back to the whole thing that they keep referencing old horror movies, that she named her baby Clarice.
Yeah, I loved that.
Cute.
It was very cute. Okay, yeah, I think the last 3. Okay, wait, sorry. There's like some absolute tea going on in the interweb.
Oh wait,
after I looked that up.
Spill it though.
So I think they're doing the 3 episodes, but then I saw this article. It said Pretty Little Liars Original Sin mistake hinted at cancellation.
Oh. Wait.
But no. Pretty Little Liars Original Sin fans were left with an ominous note after episode 7 of the HBO Max show, and it wasn't from the promo for the upcoming finale. 3 episodes of season 1 ended with the words, "The series finale, penned in blood for an even more horrifying effect." The message had fans worrying that it meant the show was being canceled. Now take a deep breath. Although the Pretty Little Liars Original Sin message seemed to hint on the show getting canceled after only 1 season, it's been confirmed to be a mistake.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It was a copy error.
That's crazy to me.
That is so crazy.
That is insane, because so many people read through these things before they move on. That's insane.
Yes.
And someone is not sleeping well. That's all I gotta say. Someone cannot sleep right now, and they're thinking about it every second of every day.
Someone like lost their job over that, I'm sure. Probably, oh my gosh.
Probably.
But yeah, episodes 8, 9, and 10 will be released on Thursday. So we're gonna have a lot.
The day after tomorrow.
Literally. Yeah. Literally.
Cool. Well, hopefully we can get this up tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot to unpack and uncover. But were there any other scenes that stuck out to you?
The last thing, I mean, like, if you don't have anything else to touch upon, well, actually, this just hit me because I saw 2 things, I guess. Faran's mom saying, your dad took my car in to get the brakes checked, but I know it's not the brakes. I couldn't concentrate. I'm like, what if that was A? 1. And 2, the last question I wanted to talk about was, do we think it was the same person for Imogen and for Tabby? And also makes me think, like, what's going on with the same situation happening to Angela? Like, are those two people related?
Right.
Like, is that a daddy-son dynamic of grossness?
Interesting. I want to say that I would assume it would be the same person, but also with how this show works and operates, I wouldn't be surprised. The whole thing just seems so weird to me. The fact that like Imogen isn't trying to get to the bottom of it. it I don't know. It's very bizarre to me. But also I understand it's a very sensitive topic, and who knows how someone would act in if that situation happened to them.
Totally.
I just don't.
Yeah, I am trying to think of like why I felt like this episode Imogen was like saying like, "Oh, Tabby, you can go talk to so and so." It's like, do you not want to talk to so and so? Which is totally fine. I'm just like wondering, like, did she know, or I don't know.
Well, didn't it all come about? Wait, also, I was just thinking, like, the fact that she paid for a suite. I'm sorry, like that whole thing, and they were like,
"I have money."
Yeah, let's have the chocolate and the strawberry.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, friend, you like, I'm gonna chill inside. Why don't you go out? Don't separate when you're with your friends.
Like,
do not separate.
I know. And then she just so happens to go to the vending machine and comes across that maid and was like, "Do you know Eddie Lamb?" And the woman was like, "Let me spill this tea."
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird. Absolutely weird. Which is why they didn't show us the scene. But like, she would totally not be allowed to do that unless you got slipped some like dollar bills, which very well could be the case.
Right. She probably
would
did
not tell.
because Imogen's all about paying people off,
slipping that money.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyways,
yeah. But it was there were some good theories. There's some good theories on the table.
Rosewood. Let's see how it all comes together with the next 3 episodes.
Yeah. And I'm excited for these next 3 episodes. I just hope that it ends on such a cliffhanger that we get a season 2.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Which, like, if they confirm that was an accident, I'm assuming that they're going to renew. And if it ends on a cliffhanger, then it kind of insinuates that we're going into season 2. But I guess we'll see what happens with the next 3 episodes. But
yes, well, this was
thanks
fun.
Thanks for watching. Thank you for hanging in there and waiting to see.
Yes, thanks for waiting. And we will definitely have the next episode up sooner rather than later. And and let us know your theories in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see you
next time. Oh, next time. Like in a couple days. See you then, guys.
Bye.